Hello, good people. Welcome back to Global Happenings today. Few days ago, Verydarkman and Deji Adeyanju is a lawyer and also an activist stormed the streets of Abuja to register their displeasure over what Wike is doing in the area of demolishing shanties, especially in Ruga. Now, Ruga is kind of a settlement where some persons from different, state decide to stay there in shanties and also mud houses. It didn't go well with the public. Most people who do not really know the story talked, and the way Deji Adeyanju was able to kind of get so much sympathy for the people was unbelievable. However, Wike, who is the FCT minister, has decided to visit the area, and there had been an interaction between him and the people. You are going to hear his position, and he took out time to address what the Verydarkman and Deji Adeyanju said, and you get to hear more. Let's listen to him, and first of all, you're going to hear what the people have to say and what he has to also tell the people, considering the fact that he is the FCT minister.
People of this community, Ruga community, that we are living, we are here, some of our elders, before even building the national stadium. When the building of the national stadium comes, some of our people are the laborers, staffs, and doing so many of jobs there. Then when the development comes, our people are now leaving that particular place, moved from the stadium side to behind this rock that you are seeing close around. Our people are living here. Some of the elder people live before us, come to join them. We are here for almost good 37 years. Yes. Since all these places are bushes. No any, yes sir, yes sir. So people live here. We are not dragging anything with the government, say we get land or we have anything, but we are pleading. Please and please, Honorable Minister. We are pleading. This environment you are seeing is like a mini Nigeria. Every tribe you check here, we have, because it's a lower class, people living around. We are pleading, please and please. We are seeking from the Honorable Minister office to help us and assist us, to give us a shelter where we can reside with our people. This place you are seeing, Mr. Honorable Minister, we are over 10,000 people in this community. We have 4 houses. This railway station come. During when we have our schools, our housing then is all these clay houses and some block houses. Train station comes, so many of the people come, our people doesn't drag with anything that the government want to do with their own land. We move away, but we are Nigerians, we are pleading, we are begging. You are a father to all of us. Please and please, when this demolition come on the last, let me give it in summary. When this, we have been demolished here 22 times. This is the 22nd time demolition. This one that happened of recent, everybody know the hardship, know the level of the inflation we are into. And all our goods, our traders, our so much people, properties were burned down to ashes. We are pleading, please and please, let your office and you, the Minister of Abuja, to help us and assist us. We don't have anything to request back from this.
It only 22 times. The government don't come here and say we're going to come out now. 22 times. Don't be so. Then we'll come meet you here. They come every time they tell you we're going to come out here. 22 times. How they come? We're not doing anything. What you are doing now to go carry people. We don't want government to see better. We don't want Nigeria to see better. Then they go for television and say, we'll be land grabbers. How would they be land grabbers for the land? What are we getting? Can you grab what you want to be your own? 22 times. And this thing will start today. And see, today everywhere. We don't know who be who. See, train station, they pass here. Not so. How you say make we lead people? On some of our different. Nobody know. If not, I see you and I know you. The other person I know them. What do you want to do? No government go say, if you just like that, see where would they get the threat of insecurity everywhere. If they talk of inflation, I agree. Then you go at them insecurity again. You know, say things don't come bad. So no one go tackle them now. We'll solve the other problem. Insecurity is a big problem for Nigeria. And we will not go fit for our arms to say they could live absurd. People. Where did they come from? We don't know. Today here kidnapping here. Tomorrow here this will happen here. Tomorrow here not things. And then when they do a finish, they will come under your cost stay. Then you say we could live. No, so we'll do something. Me, I be human being like you be human being too. If I see where you get problem to help, we'll go help. But when you be like say, you want to say you confront the government, that one you know fit do. Yes, sir. If anybody they tell you, so make you come confront government, but make you don't be tearing the other. Me, I know people people when they say you do 22 times, I don't go do that one. I don't go fit to wait for that 22 times for them to know. No fit. If the security men need to sleep, tell me now how we take no say. You in the talk about you say as you be like a good person, so I think so. Since your face the innocent, you look well. So how many people look well like you were there? So when people will go face sign guarantee now, so we leave nothing will happen. You see why it's difficult for us? See this trailer where they see. How many times when they don't go cut up? I make before what they say they walk. Now because they vandalize the rail line, the track. Now which people they do? Now the people waiting for the corridors here. Something where they prepare for the force to use. For what? 2, 3, 4 years. You know work. Because now they go to vandalize them. We know if it assure you say we live on to stay here. No, nobody will give that kind of assurance. What I would talk to say, as you did, I will say with the spokesperson, but I don't know the spokesperson of who. But if on a feet bring like 5 people, you understand what I talk? Yes. But don't be say, and I watch her for video, and they come when police go, and I want to do something. That's why they tie people. That's why make it not happen again at all. If anybody ever come put something here again, this opportunity why they give her now. One, I will bring 5 people to come talk to government. Because I will video them, that will not happen again. You know that one? So make nobody say in they put everything here. And all those people are working for television, when I abuse government, when they come to talk say we can leave us alone. Those things need to work. You understand me? Those kind of things need to work. All those people they find where they will collect money from. We will do our work. We no go fit allow wetin go bring problem for Abuja. We no go fit allow. I understand their plight. We understand that's why I'm giving you this opportunity of 5 of you to come. No, we just see what you go fit do. But not to this year. Hold on. Don't thank me. I know a lot of people they thank me. They thank me 22 times. You don't give you anything. Now you thank me. So some 5 people, not of us. CP, SSS, and civil. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's make it 7. Since the 75, I want more person. Give me just 2. Choose one person. Choose one person to make it 7. Please. Where is it? You are the person. Yes, bring the 5 people. Okay. We'll bring them. Including you, make them 5. On Tuesday, don't be selected. Okay, sir. The rest of that, people should arrange. So see them. Yeah, for them and make a recommendation on what we should. It's very important. You are all Nigerians, all Nigerians. You must select the right thing. This kind of people, when they do something, nothing will be put again. If they do that one, I don't want to talk again. Nothing will be put. Do you understand me? Thank you. Well, as you can see, we have had a lot of threats of insecurity in the city, and the security agencies are working 24 hours to make sure that Abuja is safe, to make sure that citizens and residents of Abuja go about their normal businesses, having sleepless nights to make sure that all of us sleep comfortable. And they have identified that this area is one of the areas that pose a lot of threat to security. Look at where you have the rail line, it's like a buffer zone. And if you allow this kind of people to be here, what it means that anything can happen to our trains. And nobody will take that risk. Here is government land. A lot of vegetation, government have not decided what to do with it. And so some of these people have come to stay under it and then begin to use it as an area of committing crimes. But we are humans and we have come here to stand in the position of government and then see how we can also interface with them, see what we can do for them. And, so that it should not be as if we are inflicting hardship on them. But the truth of the matter is that no government worth its salt will follow these apps and allow this place to be occupied by hoodlums. You can imagine the number of persons that are here who we cannot identify. We hear a lot of crimes are being committed outside, and then at the end of the day, they come here to say, how will you know? So government has decided that we are going to go back and look at what we are going to do as far as this zone is concerned. And we have told them nobody will go to build anything, whether temporary or permanent. No, we will not allow them until government has taken the final decision on what to do on this piece of land. And I've also said that no amount of blackmail, no amount of intimidation, no amount of abuses, we must go about to do our job It doesn't matter those they go and hire, they call them civil society or non civil society. We're not interested in that. Our interest is to protect life and property, to safeguard Abuja so that we're one of the best cities in the world. And everybody assumes that we're working in synergy with all these various security agencies. So we're happy that we've come to see the plea by ourselves. And on the other side too, we'll take a date to go to the other side of the rail line and say that we don't allow things like this to continue to happen.
Minister, the other shanty towns in the FCT, will this also be adopted to the other shanty towns in this approach?
Yes, as of yesterday, being Saturday, you may not believe it. Myself, the Director of Lands Development Control, we went around and we saw so many shanties, so many areas that were converted to bus stops and the rest. And we have decided that some of these areas will be converted to new bus terminals, and such shanties will be demolished. And so that to allow for good environment, other leaders, and for people to carry out their business. You see, it's so painful. When we are doing this work, we are not against anybody. It's for the interest of everybody, the members of the public. But people who come out to say, oh, that poor people who are looking for their livings, nobody wants them to have a place. It's not correct. Security is key. We will not, because you want to find food, and the other people will not be secured. It's our responsibility. It's the responsibility of government to make sure that people are protected while you are looking for whatever you want to look for in order to live your life. So be assured that we will continue with the demolition of shanties that pose security threats to FCT Abuja. It doesn't matter whatever coloration, whatever name anybody will give to this, we will think we'll do the right thing and nothing will stop us.
All right, welcome back. This clarity is always needed in situations like this. You know, the way the whole thing was done was as though the government was grabbing land from these settlers. It was as though Ruga community was actually owned by some persons, and the government is diving in to strip them of their own property. But unfortunately, it wasn't so. You know, the explanation given thus far point to one direction, that this is actually government land, and being government land, and also being that you know, a lot of things have been happening in Abuja, it's good enough that the government rush in to preserve it, because wherever you see these shanties and also mud houses in environments, you are sure to, you know, see criminals being settled there. The criminals will go in, stay there, and be committing havoc. And for me, what Wike has done, there is no problem with that, because it's one way of kind of sanitizing the city, and also at least checking on certain places that may possibly harbor criminals, because those are mostly criminal hideouts. That's the way a lot of these criminals, you know, find themselves. I don't know why Deji Adeyanju decided to, you know, do such alongside the person of Verydarkman, because these are not issues that should be treated the way it was treated. It's good enough for you to plead with the government whenever it's cases like it's not going to be like protests, you know. It's something that the people, the generality of the people, that just like what you watched here, the generality of people in Ruga community will come out and plead with the government to give them time for them to relocate to another environment. But it's not a case of a protest where you kind of talk down on the government, though we know that most of what is happening today in our society is traceable to the government. If we have had a very good government where things are going well, where there is no insecurity, most of the settlers in Abuja wouldn't be there. The reason why most of them decide to leave their hometown, Nazareth, they leave Borno, Bauchi, Sokoto, and all of them to rush down here to stay, it's because there is no protection where they are coming from. So some of them move from corner to corner from there, and after a while they see the place as a home, they settle down there and start doing their business, you know. So most of the ills we are seeing in our society today is traceable to the government. So as much as we are trying to sanitize Abuja and get it perfected, the government should also push in more money and also place high level of monitoring in the area of security, so that these people will not, you know, be moving around like scavenger. They can stay back in the community, get involved in their, you know, agricultural jobs or agricultural business or whatever they were doing, than to litter the environment with all manner of personalities. It's not caused by them, you know. But at the same time, I think what Wike is trying to do is to make sure that such opportunities are not being presented to the people. They should understand that those land are actually government land, and being that it is government land, at any time, the government can take over. We've heard his conclusion of the matter, that they would not, or he will not permit them to even put up any shanty temporary structure, no, until when the government is ready to do what it's supposed to do. And I think that that's just the viewpoint, which means the Ruga community do not exist any longer. They need to find solace somewhere else. I'm wondering how this will be done. But personally, I think that if I'm granted an opportunity to suggest what the government should do for them is to possibly give them something they can do, pay their way back to their community, and also provide for them, train them, put them in kind of training for any handy job, let them have something worthwhile they are doing. At least that will help to prevent them getting involved in any form of criminal act and all of that. We'd like to leave it there. Let's meet in our conversation and talk more on this. What's the standpoint on all of this? Thank you very much.